today. Tracy Ellis Ross is here. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. I mean, she was in the dressing room next to me, and I could just hear the laughter through the walls. So Jerry went in there and was warming her up. So. Also, Maddie Ziegler is here. We're going to be speaking with her. You don't want to miss it. An exciting day. All right, are you ready for it? It's time for Top of the Talk. It's a big day. Big morning. Oscar nominations were announced today, not surprisingly. Oppenheimer is leading the way with 13 nominations, followed by Poor Things with 11 nominations, Killers of the Flower Moon with 10, and Barbie with 8. All great, all fantastic. But as always, there is controversy. Once again, there was some major snubs and surprises. Leonardo DiCaprio wasn't nominated for his role in Killers of the Flower Moon. All right, if that's got you upset, this is going to get you more upset, okay? When it comes to Barbie, Ken was nominated, but Barbie wasn't. Yep. Margot Robbie was not nominated for her acting. And get this, Greta Gerwig, who dreamed up the whole story about a plastic doll, made this beautiful original film that made $1 billion at the box office, was snubbed for directing. Yep. But we do want to say congratulations, Ryan Gosling, America Ferrera. They were deservedly nominated for supporting categories. But how do we feel about these nominations this morning?
I mean, I feel like that Margot and Greta snub was, wow. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, guys. I think that it's huge. A lot of people are talking about it. You know, a lot of people on social media are just saying, and the Oscar nomination goes to Ken. It's just like, it's off. But I will say, I want to highlight, we had Ava DuVernay on the show yesterday. And yes, she has the most beautiful post up on her social media today, congratulating her friend Coleman Domingo, who has been on our show before. And, you know, Coleman Domingo is a Broadway guy. I mean, he has worked with our favorite director, our favorite directors, Susan Stroman. But she says, a man whose road to being an overnight sensation took 33 years of regional theater, off-Broadway, Broadway television, supporting roles in film, and now an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. I love seeing his journey as a theater kid. I mean, this is just amazing for him.
And he's nominated.
Yes.
Nominated for Rustin.
Yeah, he's nominated for Rustin. A film that Ava has nothing to do with, by the way. But I got to reunite with him at the Governor's Awards a couple weeks ago, and he's just the most kind-hearted, wonderful, welcoming person, and resilient, and just awesome. So I'm really happy for him.
Love it.
Love it. I think it's great. I do have to say, I mean, just going back to the, I got to go back to the Barbie thing, because it's still like it upset me this morning. It was, it had me going.
Everybody,
it had me going.
We're getting angry, Natalie, today. Heads up.
Like America Ferrera says so eloquently, her character says, it is literally impossible to be a woman. Like we always have to be extraordinary, but somehow we're always doing it wrong. Always stand out and always be grateful. But never forget that the system is rigged. So find a way to acknowledge that, but again, always be grateful. I would love to see Christopher Nolan, because he'll win for Oppenheimer, I'm sure. When he gets up there, I think he should give a nod to Greta Gerwig, because Barbenheimer would not have happened without Barbie, right? You know, I mean, I think the power of the box office, Barbie proved that you have to save the movie industry. You have to get people back to the theaters.
In a summer, in a year where there was a huge strike, and I mean, it was a big deal. Barbie was.
It got people in the seat. It put people in the seat.
By the way, I think if there's ever a nomination for best reading of an Academy Award-winning speech on a daytime show, Natalie, you just did a great job.
I didn't do it. America Ferrera. When she gives that speech, that wins an Oscar. That's amazing. It's incredible.
I don't think I've seen you
acting.
You dug so deep. You tapped into that frustration.
Upset. Like, you know, it made me upset because they've said in the 96 years of the Academy's history, only 3 women have won in the Best Director category. And that says a lot right there. I mean, that tells you everything. It's a man's world. And you know, as much as women changed the game this summer, there was only one woman nominated in the directing category.
And especially when you talk about the extraordinary box office numbers, too. It's like,
$1 billion.
what else? I mean, maybe she should have done $1 trillion. I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But it's like, what do you have to do? Get to $1 trillion
What's it
in
gonna
order to get
take?
that nomination?
Yeah,
That movie
$1.5
should be
billion.
getting all the Academy Awards.
All right, we do have to say the bright spot, though, also Lily Gladstone is making history again. She was nominated. She just continues. Nominated for Best Actress in a Leading Role for Killers of the Flower Moon, making her the first Native American to be nominated in an acting category. This is really cute, because, I mean, a lot of people are expecting it, but her friends back in high school actually predicted this. In her high school yearbook, Lily was voted most likely to win an Oscar.
Yeah.
And I love that. That is the actual yearbook picture.
Yeah.
What was, anybody have a superlative in high school, Sheryl?
I was a class clown, as you can
course you
tell.
were.
But I knew I wanted to be in the entertainment business, and so did all my classmates at Water High. Go Falcons! And because I was doing the rallies, I was producing the pep rallies.
Yeah.
So nobody cared if we won the game or not, because the pep rallies were so
Yeah.
fun, and we had such a good time.
That's cool.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
The pep rallies were
That's
what everybody was after.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they started at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
So we went from 30 students, and then I started putting all this entertainment in them, to having 500 students in a gym for the pep
Wow,
rally.
at 7 in the
So cool.
morning?
At 7 in the morning.
That is
You went from
Sheryl
that to packing out, you know,
Yeah.
auditoriums and theaters
Yeah.
everywhere doing
Yeah.
stand-up. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
it's pretty prophetic. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we should all pay attention to these senior
Superlatives.
senior superlatives.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're
Yeah.
prophetic.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
likely
Yeah.
to produce.
I did. I actually, I mean, go figure, mine was most athletic. And the other one was tallest, but there's a fun story behind that. Yeah, the tallest in school, but I actually wasn't. The guy who was ahead of me, he didn't have the grades, so they gave it to me because I was second tallest. So
He got cut?
he got cut because he didn't have the grades. So I mean, so I
Gary,
was the tallest.
you had to be a class
Yeah.
clown,
No,
right?
it's so funny, Akbar just said that. Mine was actually most unathletic. Least athletic.
I wonder what your superlative was.
It was most likely to annoy people on daytime TV. I did it. I did it. I did it. I showed
You
you.
did not. All right.
What about you? Did you have one?
I just remember getting Best Smile.
Nice, yes.
I can see that.
I could see
Yeah.
most likely to be on Broadway and in a play, right?
I don't remember what the other ones were. I just remember Best Smile.
Wow. You weren't a cheerleader?
No, I was a majorette. I was in the band.
Okay.
Yes.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Can't do it without you.
Yes,
That's
and I
right.
played the trumpet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Trumpet, that's a hard one. Okay, rapper, actor, and author Common.
Did you see her? Did you see her?
What? What?
We want to hear about your high school story.
Oh, what was I?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Most likely the
What are you hiding?
Must be
What are you
something
hiding?
really
no,
good.
actually, I'm not hiding
Must be
anything.
something really good. What's
No, mine is still boring.
What? What?
I mean, what do you guys think?
Journalist.
Most likely to be arrested.
Most likely to break news.
Oh, I know. Most likely to get like a full torso tattoo.
Yeah.
Don't tell people
Most
about that.
photogenic.
No, it was most likely to succeed.
Yeah.
It's so boring. That's why I was moving on.
No,
I was like, it's boring. I'm moving on.
You better toot your own horn,
Let's talk
girl.
about Common, okay? No, it's
Hold on
boring.
a second.
It's
No, hold
boring.
on a second.
I wanna talk about
We will
Common.
get to Common. I just want to say, how annoying is this panel that one person was like, I was best smile. Mine? Oh, you are most likely to succeed.
I did not do that.
Let's just move past that. Let's talk about Common, everybody. Common.
Tell us, Jerry. Tell us about Common. Well,
Common was voted something else.
Yes, Common, rapper, actor, author, probably also most likely to succeed, I'm sure. He was on Late Night with Seth Meyers last night talking about his latest book, And Then We Rise. The 51-year-old said, though, his mother learned some shocking details about him while reading his previous memoir. He said that he got up to some shenanigans as a teen. He would sneak girls into his room and then hide them under the bed. Yeah, his mom was shocked, saying, I can't believe you did that stuff in my house. Have your parents ever been surprised by any revelations from your youth, Jerry
boy.
O'Connell?
Wait, can I just say, I think Sheryl just looked at me and she's like, that sounds great.
You want to hide under Common bed. What did you do, Sherry? Sherry?
Nickname. By the way, if everyone should only refer to me as Sherry O'Connell.
She's a babe. Sherry O'Connell's a babe.
I see all the fellas tomorrow. Akbar's going to be like, what's up, Sherry? Sherry. What were we talking about?
What did your mom discover about you?
Secret,
Good old secret.
This is so difficult. Most likely to succeed. Oh, look, I wasn't hiding any women under my bed. No women were coming into my house in high school. I was hiding other things under my bed. Some randy periodicals, magazines. No, there was none of this. I'm going to refer to myself in the third person. Sherry is done with this topic.
Akbar, I can see you sneaking something around at home.
No, I was a square. My dad's 6'3", you know, thick Nigerian accent. Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, we knew.
Yeah, I can see
There was also something else that my dad had too. It was a belt, so I was good.
I can see you being a good guy.
We had a wooden panel. We did nothing wrong.
A good guy.
Yes. Before we go to break, we do have some sad news we do want to share today. I want to talk about a life very well lived. Longtime member here of the CBS family, award-winning journalist Charles Osgood passed away today at home in New Jersey, the voice of a generation. He was 91. Charles anchored CBS Sunday Morning for 22 years. He was host of the long-running radio program, The Osgood File, and he will be missed by everyone here at CBS. And we're sending, of course, our love and our condolences to his friends and family. We will be right back. Welcome back. All right, here is a sweet story. While a woman was cleaning out her freezer, she found a tier of her wedding cake, which I think is pretty common. Get this, though, her wedding cake was in 1968, or her wedding was. So this is a fruit cake, which she and her husband had planned to eat on their 50th anniversary back in 2018. However, they forgot. She says she still plans, though, to thaw it out, and she's going to eat it. Would you eat a 55-year-old fruit cake? Sheryl, and do you have anything old and frozen in your freezer?
The way you said, I know, you even want to know. I have food that goes all the way back to COVID in my freezer. But I was always taught you could eat frozen food in the freezer as long as it's not freezer burnt. That's the one thing I was taught. But this I would eat. It's fruit cake. And I know people don't like fruit cake, but you can slice fruit cake and put it in the toaster and put a little cream cheese on top of it, and it's delicious. See, look, see, put the camera on that lady right there. You love fruit. Thank you. You love fruit cake.
You do?
But 50-year-old?
55-year-old fruitcake. Okay.
Yes.
Fruitcake.
Well, I'm 50-year-old fruitcake. That's my stage name.
I don't know about no messing around with no 50-something years old. Like, let alone 10 years. Like, how many refrigerators or freezers did that fruitcake survive?
I'm feeling this is one of those good old-fashioned ones that is deep down.
But those things last like 20 years.
Yeah.
So she's gone through at least 3 of them. You know what I mean?
Also, she stayed in the same house for 55 years. Like,
probably.
Right?
I'm just gonna say, I mean, sadly, her husband passed, so I think this is something she wants to commemorate, maybe, you know, in honor of her husband.
Did you guys eat your cake? I ate mine after a year. Like, we froze it for a year, and I ate it and thawed it out, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
No, I tossed mine out. Too many calories.
Same. No. I don't even remember. I don't know what we had.
You can't do this. You can't do this with wedding sushi. You can't do it with wedding sushi.
No, disgusting.
You got to eat that right away.
Yeah. No. All right.
No.
Speaking of culinary delights,
I'll apologize for that joke, everyone. That was. Again, I bombed on this show.
We'll chalk it
A
up.
lot of times I've been saying things and everyone goes, oh, boo.
No, it's not you. It's Sherry bombed. Sherry bombed.
Yeah.
Your alter ego. Sherry has it. It's the alter ego. You have an alter ego now. All right, speaking of culinary delights, on Sunday, Victoria Beckham posted a video of her husband, David Beckham, cooking a cottage pie. And when she offered to help, David said, absolutely not. Apparently, Posh can't cook. Do you allow your partner to help you in the kitchen?
Do you?
I would love if my husband helped me in the kitchen. I would be like, move in. I'm getting out. I'm pouring myself a glass of wine.
Yeah.
He did promise me.
Yeah. What did he promise?
He got inspired. He went to some food thing yesterday and he got inspired. He's like, I'm going to make a jambalaya tonight for dinner. Once a year. He cooks once a year. So this is an annual event.
Is it good?
I don't know. Well, I will report back tomorrow.
No, I'm talking about his cooking
Be sure
once
to
a year.
watch. It's really good when he
Oh, okay.
cooks once a year.
So
It's
that's happening
fantastic.
tonight, the jambalaya?
Yes, apparently it's a special occasion.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Oh!
No, not that.
I see what you did there, Natalie.
Natalie.
I see what you did. Hey.
I need you to wear this same outfit home. With
Natalie.
a trench coat over it.
I have one
You better go
question.
get that jambalaya, girl. Stop playing.
I got one question for you. Is that
Don't let anything slide around here.
No.
is that jambalaya gonna be spicy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be some real Cajun spice.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love to hear your and Joe's like code words. Like, hey Joe, are we gonna have some jambalaya?
Anyway, please save me, Tracy Ellis Ross. She is here. She's coming up right after the break. There she is. We'll be right back. Woo!
Our first guest made us laugh for 8 years on the show Blackish and is now starring in not one but two great movies, Academy Award nominated American Fiction and Cold Copy. Please welcome the wonderful Tracy Ellis Ross.
Congratulations, because Oscar nominations came out today. American Fiction nominated for Best Picture. Also, your wonderful brothers.
Yeah, really.
And your brothers in the movie, Jeffrey Wright and Sterling K. Brown, both nominated. They're incredible. What would you like to say?
Clarification, because when they said that earlier, someone said your brothers are nominated. I was like, Ross and Evan are nominated? My movie brothers.
Movie brothers are nominated.
Yes.
Yes. What would you like to say to them?
Oh my God, well, I've sent the text this morning.
You did.
I think it's so exciting. First of all, I think they should win all the awards. But the truth is, their performances are extraordinary, but the treat and the gift of this movie has been meeting and making new friends, because the cast, we're nominated for a SAG Ensemble, and we didn't all get to work together, but the press process after, we've all really gotten to sit and hear each other, and they're amazing human beings. Erica Alexander, Issa Rae, Leslie Uggams. What a cast. Yeah.
But I don't want to get in the way, but your role had to, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll see when you go see it in
That's
that.
right. I'm not trying to tell.
And for those of you that know, you know.
You know.
Yeah. That's right.
Yes.
But go see it.
That's right. And then last week at the Emmy Awards, you recreated I Love Lucy.
So good.
Oh my God. Was
Childhood dream. I literally, before I went on stage, I was like, the little girl in me was like just all lit up inside. And I got to transform myself with the wig and the eyelashes and drawing my lips outside of my lips. And it was uncanny to me. I felt like If you go on my Instagram, there's a video of when they were transforming me, and I didn't realize till later. I looked back and I was like, wow. A little bit of a resemblance.
It's amazing.
Really cool.
Yeah.
It was really exciting.
Cool.
Yeah.
You ever get to meet Lucille Ball?
I did.
You did?
When I was really young, my mom was being honored at the Carousel Ball in Denver, Colorado. These are the facts that I remember. I remember what I was wearing. And yes, so I was right. I was right. Okay. And I am not in this photo. But I loved Lucy at the time, no pun intended or pun intended, and I received this gift seal. It was like a stuffed seal, and it was a beautiful stuffed animal, and I loved it, and I kept screaming. I would go, I love you, Lucy! I love you, Lucy! And my sister was like, stop, and I was like, she might be on her floor. She might hear us. I was like, I love you, Lucy! Lucille Ball and Carol Burnett.
That's right.
I grew up on those two.
Same. Amazing. You also posted video of the ride to the Emmys, and you're like laying back in that beautiful gown.
Commitment to fashion.
What was that like?
By the way, that's me in the back. There I am.
I mean, gorgeous.
I was lying flat, so I was wearing a leather breastplate of sorts.
Oh, it was leather.
It was leather, and I didn't want to bend it, and so I laid across the two seats. And Grace had her knee underneath my butt, and I swear my inner thighs went from cramping to just no feeling. And then when we arrived at the Emmys, they opened the door and it was just my feet, like the Wicked Witch of the West, and they pulled me out of the car. They just slid me out of the car.
Committed. That's right.
Sure.
To the look.
Looked amazing.
Yes, it did.
I felt like
when you were upright and standing, it was perfect.
I felt like a superhero, and then
There you are.
and then
Gorgeous. Come on, everybody.
And then I transformed into Lucy. It was a really fun night. And ate so much chocolate, it was disturbing.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about your newest movie, Cold Copy, and we're going to have some fun with it, too. Right after this.
Observing me in my natural habitat.
I just wanted your thoughts.
You just got an hour of them.
I mean, on my footage.
Very artistic. Light and sugar, keen eye for detail. I enjoyed every frame.
And the story?
What story?
What are you looking for?
From you?
From them?
It's an entry-level position for TNR.
You ever hire students?
Goodbye, Mia.
Goodbye, Mia. Well, I'm kind of scared of you now.
I don't think I smiled in that movie once.
No, that's Tracy Ellis Ross. We're back with her, of course, from the new movie, Cold Copy. And I love seeing this other side of you. I've never seen you quite like that. Don't cross Tracy Ellis Ross, or you may get her.
Look at that. Who's that?
I know. Woo. Tell us about it. What is it all about?
She is a high-powered journalist, top of her game, manipulative, uses story the wrong way. And me and Belle Powley, she's sort of my protege. Really fun to play those bangs. Don't mess with those bangs.
Those bangs. That's like,
I don't think I smiled once. I smirked. There was one smirk when I felt like I successfully had manipulated the target.
Is that hard to do? Because, I mean, you're used to making us laugh all the time.
As soon as they said cut, the laughter happened. I found it really enjoyable, I have to say. And I usually do a character sort of from feet up.
Yeah.
But this was, the bangs really got me. And there was a particular place I wanted them to hit so that I kind of had to, I don't know, it was a whole thing.
down.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting how, as an actor, when you get a piece, like
It changes everything.
it changes everything?
Yeah, it's also really fun to not, for me anyway, to not worry about my face at all, not worry about looking pretty or anything, that it was about something else. It was about sort of holding a sense of power over other people, was what this woman, Diane Hager. Doesn't that sound like a like high-powered journalist?
Oh, yeah.
Diane Hager. Yeah, of the night report.
Right.
The night report with her band. No. I'm like, hi, Tracy!
You are so not her.
I do have to ask, are you someone who like takes it home? Does it like affect your whole life? Is it like...
Well, you know, this is a new opportunity. You know, Girlfriends went 8 years, Blackish went 8 years, so I was busy doing those roles for a long time. Since Blackish finished, I've done Candy Cane Lane, American Fiction, Cold Copy, and another. So it's been really, it's a new experience for me to take on something different. In this case, I did not. I didn't take her home. I mean, it was a short shoot, and we were away, so it was kind of easy to be in that world.
All right. We are going to give you a little challenge here, Tracy.
Yeah.
You play a journalist in Cold Copy. Natalie Morales, you are a journalist, IRL.
Yeah.
We have some copy for you right here in the prompter that you've never seen. You will each be given a news report or an excerpt from a romance novel, a sexy crime romance novel. It's Cold Copy, AKA news. You must read it in if it is news, you have to read it in a hot, sensual, sexy time voice.
Okay. Sexy time.
If it is news, you have to read it in, and that's, you have to, in a romance novel. If it's a romance novel, you have to read it in news. It's like opposite. Okay, you ready?
So opposite.
Okay.
Okay.
Natalie's up first with some Cold Copy. Can we hear your sexiest news?
I have not
read?
seen this, by the way. I'm reading this cold, but I'm
Here we
reading
go.
it hot.
Okay.
A large pile of white wine grapes, probably newly harvested, are headed for processing where crushed prematurely Tuesday morning when they fell from a truck and landed on a Highway 101 off-ramp in southern Petaluma.
Sexier.
A Caltrans crew was armed with
Sexier, hotter, sensual,
Rude.
sexy, go.
was expected to clean up the squished
Jambalaya.
I need a cigarette. Okay, Tracy. Here's your hot copy to read cold.
Like a newscaster.
Yes, like
Hold
that.
on, journalist, real journalist, it's like the up and down, right?
Yeah, there's like cadence.
Okay.
It's cadence. Okay.
He awoke by slumbering womanhood with his double tall loin latte. Starbucks, I cried.
I get it. I like that.
That was very good.
That was good.
You have a job.
Next at 6.
Thank you, Tracy Ellis Ross. Amazing Cold Copy at theaters, on digital and on demand, January 26th. Actress and dancer, the beautiful Maddie Ziegler. She's coming up next.
Our next guest fame swung into high gear when she was cast in Sia's Chandelier video at just 11 years old. And now she's playing a teenager dealing with an unexpected diagnosis in the movie Fitting In. Take a look.
I want to pay for this surgery for you. I've saved up money for the reconstruction and from Nana.
Stop trying to fix everything.
If you don't want the surgery, that's fine. I just wish you would talk to me. I just want you to feel like a normal, beautiful, smart teenage girl.
I'm not normal. You are not normal.
Please welcome the lovely and talented Maddie Ziegler.
Maddie, first off, like I told you backstage, that had the dad coming out of me. Girl, what you say to your mama? It really had me going, but you know, as we saw in the clip, Fitting In is an emotionally intense movie, but your character is also a track star. What scenes were the most difficult for you in this film?
Honestly, the track scenes were a little hard. I did that 100-mile run one time and I was done for, but I mean, obviously, aside from that, there were a lot of heavier scenes, but we had an intimacy coordinator, and I feel like that was so important and vital to have on set, just to have that comfortability, and there was so much consent, and it was a really safe environment, so I really loved it.
Yeah.
Maddie, the movie is the director's semi-autobiographical story, right? Of her diagnosis with MRKH syndrome.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what that is and then a little bit about the film?
Yeah, so I mean, this film is like, we call it a coming-of-age dramedy. And I feel like that's the perfect way to describe it. But yeah, it follows my character, Lindy, who's unexpectedly diagnosed with a reproductive condition, which is called MRKH syndrome. And it basically, once she finds out that news, it like flips her whole world around, and her plans to have sex and find herself and her sexuality. And there's so much heart in this film. Like there's laughter, there's sadness, but I think like even the dynamic with the parents and being a teenager and having angst and all of that is just really important, I think, to see for any teenager or even an adult watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You are not just an incredible actress, you are also well known as Sia's muse. At just 11 years old, you were dancing in her music video, Chandelier. Tell us about that relationship with Sia and how it's evolved over the years.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so honored to have been a muse for her and to have done that work from, I think it was over like 7 years. And I just performed at Coachella last April with her in Labyrinth, and it was so fun.
How was that at Coachella? How was that?
I honestly was so nervous because it was the first time I had performed in 4 years, and it was just a bit of a big crowd, just a little one. My heart was pounding, but it was so fun to do that again. It's where I feel most at home, is on stage. Yeah.
And when I was gonna say, when you see the 11-year-old dancing in that music video, what do you see now? When you look back?
I just want to hug her. I do. I'm like, she was, I don't know, I was so hard on myself when I was younger, and I still am now, but such a perfectionist, and like, I just would be like, just calm down, you're doing great, you're on the right path, like,
When you were dancing in Coachella, was that improv or was that choreographed?
It was choreographed, yes, by Dina Thompson, so yeah.
Amazing. But as your acting career has taken off, you've moved away from dance, but you were in West Side Story. You took a dance role in West Side Story, which, I mean, Maddie, the movie was so incredible, and it had to be so amazing to be a part of it. What was that like when Steven Spielberg called you and said, hey?
Yeah, you don't really turn down an opportunity from Spielberg. I was so honored, even to be just a small part of that film. As a dancer, that's a dream to do, and as an actor, obviously. So to do that at 16 was a bucket list moment for sure.
I think, You've had a lot of bucket list moments.
And you're only 21.
I know, it's weird. I feel like I'm so old and I've lived so much life, but I'm also like, oh, I have so much to go. So I'm excited for what's to come. I'm a baby, I know.
Your rental car insurance is still expensive until you're 25.
I know. It's crazy. Even when I do movies, I like can't rent a car. It's wild.
That's the dad Akbar.
I know. Sorry. The dad came out at me. You know, you were at Sundance, the Sundance Film Festival over the weekend, promoting your next movie, My Old Ass. Now, there's a lot of talent in Park City, Utah. I'm sure you ran into a lot of people who were pushing their movie. Were you excited to meet anybody? See anybody?
Of course. I mean, obviously Kristen Stewart was there.
Okay.
Love her. I'm obsessed with the show Beef. So the lead actor, Steven.
There's a lot of people who feel you on that.
Yeah. It's a great show. So yeah, Steven, I was hardcore like fangirling. I didn't meet him because I was too scared to go up to him, but I love that show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Maddie. Fitting In is in theaters on Friday, February 2nd, and we'll be right back.
Before we go, we have something soft and cozy that you can cuddle up with all winter long. It is time for today's must-have giveaway.
featuring a built-in foot pocket. The Love Sack Foot Sack is made of soft yet durable materials to create a blanket that is built to last, everybody. Guess what? Everyone in today's studio audience is going home with a Love Sack Foot Sack blanket. For your chance to win this giveaway at home, go to the Talks Facebook page.
We had a great show today. We got another great show for you tomorrow. We've got a brand new episode of The Talk. Deborah Norville from Inside Edition is going to be here. Also, Nassim Pedrad is coming by, so you don't want to miss us. Be sure to join us right here on